UNP Deputy Leader Sajid Premadasa says that the time has come to create unity within the UNP that would lead it towards victory. He expressed this view at another stage of the Sasuna Taruna program that was held in Pannala today.
The opposition has a responsibility to initiate a program that would guide our people towards a better tomorrow. That is the responsibility of the opposition. At a time the country is facing a disastrous fate in the midst of the recent trend of human rights violations, as the opposition, what we should do is not create divisions among us. If someone does so, they would be carrying out a contract to retain and strengthen this corrupt government. So now we should create unity within our party and gather all talented individuals among us to topple this government which is robbing public assets and ruining the future of our people. The 188th stage of the Sasuna Taruna program was held this afternoon at the Nadalagamuwa Dharmaraja Pirivena in Pannala. UNP Deputy Leader Sajid Premadasa provided 50,000 rupees as financial assistance to the temple.
In the meantime, UNP parliamentarian Karu Jayasuriya says that it has become difficult to implement the law in a society that has become highly politicized. MP Karu Jayasuriya made this comment during a function that was held in Nitambur today.
The function was held to distribute first aid kits to Dhamma schools in the Attanagala electorate through the decentralized fund of UNP parliamentarian Karu Jayasuriya. Our society has degenerated on a massive scale. If you go through a newspaper or if you follow the news, what comes up first is either a murder, a theft or a drug-related incident. Of late, there is always a political hand behind such incidents. Some way or the other, politicians are involved in such incidents. This is a dangerous situation.
The movement to safeguard the United National Party convened a media briefing this afternoon. Views were expressed regarding the committee report that was formulated regarding the attack on Sirikota.
We vehemently reject this. This report is not a document which has been prepared under the rule of law in the country and shows no signs of professionalism. We clearly state that the observations noted down in this report are completely false. This committee is clearly supportive of Ranil Wickremesinghe.
Ranil Wickremesinghe මැතිතුමාට පක්ෂපාතී කමිටුවක් කියලා.
අනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මහත්මයා සිරිකොත ප්‍රහාරය සම්බන්ධයෙන් මැදගෙදර මහතා ලව්වා.
Ranil Wickremesinghe, through an individual named Madagedara, lodged a complaint at the Mirihana police with regard to the Sirikota attack and filed a case at the Nugegoda Magistrates Court. As a result of that case, we were remanded. Now, in addition to that, Ranil Wickremesinghe has appointed another committee and is trying to punish us for a second time. No one can be convicted twice for the same offence.
දෙවනි සැරේටත් දණ්ඩනයක් දෙන්න හදලා. ඉතින් මේකේ දෙසරයක් දඬුවම් කරන්න බෑ. එක වරදකට.
Views were also expressed regarding the allegations raised against Deputy Leader Sajid Premadasa and former Deputy Leader Karu Jayasuriya regarding the clash that took place at UNP headquarters Sirikota.
එම දෙපළ එයට ප්‍රතිචාර දක්වන අවස්ථාව වන විට සිරිකොතට විශාල හානියක් වී සිදු. මේ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද?
It says that when the duo responded to the situation, massive damage had already been caused to Sirikota. It insinuates that Sajid Premadasa and Karu Jayasuriya aided this attack. They are coming up with such statements to destroy the future of our only asset. They are trying to destroy Sajid Premadasa.
මේ එකම වස්තුව සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මහත්මයාගේ අනාගතය විනාශ කරන්නට මේ තමයි මේ ලියන්නේ.
60.8% of school candidates who sat for the 2011 GCE ordinary level examination have qualified for the advanced levels. The Department of Examinations says that 4.47% of students had failed all subjects that they had sat for. We now join News First Suwan Fernando for a comprehensive report on the GCE ordinary level examination results.
According to the Department of Examinations, 270,314 school applicants had sat for this year's GCE ordinary level examination. 270,032 applicants in the island had sat for 5 or more subjects at the examination. 164,191 school candidates qualified to move on to the advanced levels. As a percentage, this is 60.8% of the total number of candidates. According to the Examinations Department data, this is an increase when compared to the past 3 years. It is a dream for any student to obtain 9 A's at the ordinary level examination. Incidentally, 3,908 students had obtained 9 A's at the 2011 ordinary level examination. 1.45% of school candidates achieved A grades in all 9 subjects at the last O-level examination. However, 4.73% had failed in all the subjects they had sat for. The Department of Examinations says that as a number, this is 12,795. 6.22% of candidates failed all subjects in 2008, while in 2009 and 2010, 6.98% and 5.31% respectively failed all subjects. Accordingly, this year's figure of 4.73% is a drop of 0.3% in comparison with the previous years. Results obtained in the base subjects of mathematics, English and science can be compared in this manner to the past 2 years. 55.33% of candidates passed the mathematics examination this time. However, in 2010, this percentage stood at 60.38. While 61.72% passed the science examination in 2010, this year that figure has increased. While 37.62% and 42.36% passed the English examination in 2009 and 2010 respectively, a further increase was witnessed this time with 44.57% of candidates passing the English examination. A media briefing was convened at the Education Department today to announce details of the ordinary level examination results. The Minister of Education expressed these views regarding the suspension of examination results of some candidates.
The results of 463 candidates have been withheld. This happens every year when complaints are received from examination halls, and if it is felt that there may have been irregularities in the examination system, then results are withheld and an investigation is held in accordance with the Examinations Act. The Examinations Act has provided the necessary powers to the Commission of Examinations to investigate and hand down punishment. Some may say that they did not receive their results, but the fact is we have withheld the results of 463 candidates.
The ordinary level examination is a vital hurdle in any person's life. Udeshika Madhushani Hettiarachchi of Visakha Vidyalaya came in first in the ordinary level examination 2011. Udeshika shared her views on her great achievement with News First.
Actually, I'm much happy about my achievement. I worked a lot. I have to say, all the brothers and sisters, you must work with a target. You should know what should you do. It's not a tough thing.
Good evening and welcome to Sports First with me, Suan Fernando. Starting off with cricket news, chasing a target of 340 runs for victory, England won 111 runs for the loss of 2 wickets at stumps on day 3 of the first test against Sri Lanka at the Galle International Cricket Stadium today. Thereby, England require another 229 runs with 8 wickets in hand for victory with 2 days remaining.
Thank you, Tony. It was great having you with us.
Sri Lanka, who resumed day 3 on an overnight score of 84 for 5, were bundled out for 214 runs in their second innings. Dinesh Chandimal was the first wicket to fall for 31 runs.
Yeah, this has got to be out. Yes, it's gone. That's what...
Graham Swan, who had a brilliant day with the ball, bagged the wickets of Suraj Randeep for 18 runs and Rangana Herath for 7 runs.
That's out, though. We don't need the umpire for that one.
Chanaka Velagedara scored 13. Prasanth Jayawardene scored his 4th half-century in the longer version of the game and put on a 10th wicket partnership of 47 runs with Suranga Lakmal. Lakmal scored 13. Prasanth Jayawardene remained unbeaten on 61. Graham Swan was the pick of the bowlers for England, bagging 6 wickets for 82 runs. Chasing a target of 340 runs, England lost 2 early wickets, that of Alistair Cook and Andrew Strauss, who were both dismissed by Rangana Herath. Cook scored 14 while Strauss was out for 27.
All gone. Strauss is furious with himself. Came down the pitch to Herath.
At stumps on day 3, England were 111 for the loss of 2 wickets. Jonathan Trott and Kevin Peterson were at the crease. Earlier, Sri Lanka were all out for 318 runs in their first innings, while England in reply made 193 all out.
The Minister of Sports has decided to dissolve the Sri Lanka Amateur Athletic Association and appoint an athletic interim committee. Chairman of the Sukatadasa Administrative Authority, Brigadier Priyantha Samaratunga, has been appointed as the chairman of the interim committee, which consists of 5 members.
Dhammika Senaratne will be the secretary of the Athletic Interim Committee, while Air Commodore Nalin De Silva, Attorney at Law Panduka Kirtinanda and KP Nyanapala have been appointed as committee members. Director General of the Ministry of Sports, Ranjini Jayakodi, speaking to Sports First, said that these appointments will be temporary and elections to elect a new committee will be held in May. Meanwhile, an interim committee for the Sri Lanka Netball Federation was also appointed today. The interim committee is headed by Tamara Dharmakirti. A release issued by the Sports Ministry also stated that Kumudini Gomes has been appointed as Secretary of the Netball Federation Interim Committee, which also consists of 5 members.
Also in sports news, Australia's Olympic team unveiled their new kit for London 2012 in Sydney yesterday, with manufacturers saying they will be faster, cooler and lighter than ever before.
Manufacturers say the high-tech fabrics will work to improve the athletes' performance regardless of their sport. World and Olympic champion hurdler Sally Pearson treated the media to a cartwheel on the catwalk at the launch in Sydney's Olympic Park and gave her new ultra-lightweight spikes or running shoes the seal of approval. Also on the catwalk were beach volleyball players Natalie Cook, table tennis star Justin Han, triple jumper Henry Friend, and from the women's basketball team, Jenna Oye.
And finally, in some tennis news, second seed Maria Sharapova stormed into the semi-finals of the Miami Open after ending her Jengs against China's Lina with a convincing 6-3, 6-0 win yesterday.
The Russian had lost her previous 4 meetings with Li in straight sets, including the semi-finals of last year's French Open, but needed just 68 minutes to seal victory in the quarters. It was a scrappy start to the encounter, with the first 5 games all being broken before Sharapova eased into her baseline game and won 8 consecutive games to emerge victorious. Sharapova insisted her poor record against Li Na did not weigh her down heading into the match.